So we need to solve the given system of equations using matrices. To do so, let's start by writing our augmented matrix. Augmented matrix consists of coefficients in front of variables and free terms. So here we have three equations. That means that we will have three rows in our augmented matrix. Our first equation is x plus 3y equals 0. So coefficients here are 1, 3, 0. 0 is a coefficient in front of z, and the free term is also 0. Then our second equation has coefficients 1, 1, 1, and free term is 1. And the third one has coefficients 3, -1, -1, and free term is 11. Now we will perform some row operations in order to reduce our matrix to row echelon form. So our first step is to subtract row 1 from row 2. So we substitute row 2 becomes row 2 minus row 1, and our matrix looks like this: 1, 3, 0, 0, and here we get 0, -2, 1, 1, and row 3 is the same, 11. Our next step is to subtract row 1 multiplied by 3 from row 3. So row 3 becomes row 3 minus 3 times row 1, and we get 1, 3, 0, 0, 0, -2, 1, 1, and here we have 0, -10, -1, 11. Next step is to multiply row 2 by -1 over 2. So row 2 becomes -1 over 2 times row 2. So here we get 1, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, -1 over 2, -1 over 2, 0, -10, -1, 11. Next step is to add row 2 multiplied by 10 to row 3. So row 3 becomes row 3 plus 10 times row 2, and our matrix turns into 1, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, -1 over 2, -1 over 2, and here we have 0, 0, -6, 6. Next step is to multiply the third row by -1 over 6. So row 3 becomes -1 over 6 times row 3. So here it's 1, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, -1 over 2, -1 over 2, 0, 0, 1, -1. Now we can multiply our row 3 by 1 over 2 and add it to row 2. So row 2 becomes row 2 plus 1 over 2 times row 3. So we will get 1, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and here it's -1, 0, 0, 1, -1. And our last step is to subtract row 2 multiplied by 3 from row 1. So row 1 becomes row 1 minus 3 times row 2, and we get 1, 0, 0, then -3, 3, 0, 1, 0, -1, 0, 0, 1, -1. So as you can see on the left side of our augmented matrix, we have basically identity matrix. So from the first row we get that x equals 3. From the second row we see that y equals -1, and from the third we see that z also equals -1. and this is a solution of our system of equations.